Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, and today we will discuss Parshat Va-etchanan, the Parsha that we will read this Shabbat. In this Parsha we have many famous paragraphs that we recite sometimes even every day, even twice a day. For example, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, listen, O Israel, Hashem is our God, Hashem is one. We have a repetition of the 10 Commandments with some differences between our Parsha and Parashat Yitro. But today I would like to focus on a very interesting commandment. Moshe says to the Jewish people, Kish'al na leyamim rishonim asher hayu lefanecha. You should ask in prior days, in prior generations, what's happened to the Jewish people when they stood in front of Mount Sinai and they received the Torah. And from here, many of our rabbis decided that there is a mitzvah, there is a commandment to remember Ma'amad Har Sinai, to remember the revelation on Sinai every day. And obviously the question that I would like to pose is, what is the importance? What is the significance and the meaning of remembering the revelation on Sinai every day? Especially we already received the Torah, we should move on. What is there to remember that we stood there in front of Mount Sinai? So, in order to understand it a little bit, let's try to understand what does it mean to stand in front of Mount Sinai. So the Jewish people, all of them, after being taken out from Egypt and experiencing Exodus, they are standing there in front of Mount Sinai to fulfill the real goal of Exodus, which is to receive the Torah and to become the chosen people. To become those people who will testify and witness on God's existence every day. So, one perspective is that when we remember the revelation on Sinai, we remember our commitment to be that chosen people and to be those people who took upon themselves to carry on the will of God and spread it to the universe. So that's one aspect. But I think that there is something even deeper than that. When we remember the receiving of the Torah and the revelation on Sinai, we realize that the Torah is a divine gift that was given to us. God gave it to Moshe to give it to us. When someone gives you a gift, it means that he or she loves you. It means that they want relationships with you. They want to show their special relationship with you. And if this is the idea, we should understand and realize that the Torah that was given to us is a gift. Yeah, there are some restrictions, there are some boundaries, but overall, it's something that should be there to better our lives. So we need that reminder every day to remember that this Torah that we accepted upon ourselves is a gift, is a true gift from God. But then I think there is a third aspect that's probably the most important one. It's not only about our commitment. It's not only about God's commitment. It's about how we came to Mount Sinai. There is a famous statement by our rabbis that said that the Jewish people came as one. Based on the verse, Va-etchanan sham Yisrael neged ha'ar, that the Jewish people encamped in front of Mount Sinai as one people. What does it mean as one people? I'm sure that even at that time there were some people who were scholars and some people were not as scholars as them. Some people were very interested in Torah learning and some people, not so much. So what does it mean as one? And I would like to suggest that the Jewish people realize the secret of unity. Unity means that everyone comes together for a common goal from different aspects, from different venues, from different walks of life, but they have a common goal. They want to accept the Torah. They are not the same. No one is the same. No one has the same mind, no one has the same thought, no one has the same feelings. But it doesn't mean that we cannot sit around the same table, that we cannot agree on a common goal, that we cannot bring people together with respect, with understanding, with sensitivity. And perhaps this is the most meaningful thing to remember. We did it once in our history, when we came all together with a common goal. There is no reason why we can't do it again. There are so many goals that we all share. No matter where you are, no matter what you are, there are common goals that unite us all. And we should realize them and internalize them and do something about them. We should remember that we stood as one in front of Mount Sinai. We did it once. We can do it again. Thank you.